this demo, we will start by registering for Databricks Express, a free community edition for hands-on exploration. Next, we will take a detailed walkthrough of Databricks Workspace, covering its key components like the Workspace UI, data management options, and collaboration tools. Finally, we will work with Notebook to perform data tasks using a serverless cluster, eliminating the need for cluster management. By the end, you will understand how to navigate the workspace efficiently and utilize its features for data driven workflows. By the end of this demo, you will be able to identify essential components of the Databricks workspace and their functions, demonstrate how to navigate the workspace and utilize key features for data engineering and AI workloads, analyze workspace settings and configurations to optimize performance and security, apply workspace best practices to efficiently manage projects and collaborate with teams. In order to follow along with this demo, you will need a good and stable internet connection to access the Databricks workspace and access to a work or personal email address for registration. Let's get started. To begin, navigate to the website of Databricks. On the Databricks web page, click on the Try Databricks button at the top right corner. This will take you to a new tab for signing up to Databricks. The sign up page offers two options to start your free trial. The first one is Use Express Setup, where you can quickly get hands on with Databricks, where Databricks manages your account and cloud infrastructure. The second one is Use Your Existing Cloud Account, which is ideal if you have significant data volume in your cloud and prefer managing your compute and storage. For this demo, we will focus on the Express setup. To create the Databricks Workspace account without linking a personal cloud account, select the Continue with Express Setup button under the Express Setup. Now you will be taken to your registration page where you will see a message which states that you can use your work email for the best experience and receive up to $400 of credit. You can sign up using Google account, Microsoft account, or other personal email. For this demo, we will register using a work email to receive the full $400 trial credit. Before we do that, let us understand briefly about this credit system. Database Express provides a seamless trial experience offering free serverless workspace credits with no cloud provider access required. The trial lasts for 14 days, providing free credits to explore Databricks. Personal email users will receive $40 in credits, while work email users will get $400 in credits. These credits allow you to access the serverless compute and storage for running data and ML workloads. You can upgrade anytime by adding a payment method to unlock full access while retaining any remaining trial credits. Once your credit expires, a payment method is required to continue using this account. If no upgrade occur, workspace and assets like your notebooks, dashboards, etc. will be deleted 60 days after the trial expiration. Some data, such as vector search indexes, may be deleted immediately. For more details, refer to the Databricks documentation. In order to access the documentation, open a new tab and go to docs.databricks.com. This is the Databricks documentation page where you can go to the search bar at the top and look for Databricks Express. So let's type Databricks Express over here and you will see the search results. In the search result, select the sign up for Databricks Express setup page. This will take you to another page which gives you detailed information about the Databricks Express setup. Read through this documentation to learn more. Let's head back to our sign up page. Now, for this demo, we will register using our work email to access the full $400 worth of credit. Let's provide the work email. Now, select the Continue with Email button. You will receive a verification code on your email account. Go to the email account and copy the verification code into this verification box. Once you give the verification code, you will be asked to select an account name. Now, enable the options to allow anyone with the @databricks.com email to join this account. And now select Continue. Now you need to select your country. So go to the drop down and select the country you are available in. Now select Continue. This is your Databricks workspace. When you log into your Databricks workspace, you will land on the home page which provides a quick overview of recent activities and use shortcut links for frequently performed tasks. At the top, you will find shortcut links to explore data, ask AI powered questions, and build AI agents. These help streamline data analysis and insight generation. The recent section displays a list of recently accessed notebooks, dashboards, and other resources. If you mark items as favorite, they will appear in the favorites section for quick access. You might not use all of these features frequently, but they can help speed up the daily tasks. There are a few options at the top right corner of the Databricks workspace, which contains essential controls for user settings and assistance. The first option is the user icon. Clicking the user icon opens the user menu, where you can access account settings, previews, send feedback, and logout features. The next one is assistant icon. The assistant icon provides AI powered guidance and support to help you navigate and use Databricks more effectively. The next one is manage trial option. The manage trial option helps you monitor your remaining credits and upgrade your account. During the free trial, this option allows you to check your trial status and enter payment details to upgrade while retaining any unused trial credits. These options ensure easy access to key workspace settings, support, and account management. While these sections are helpful, the primary way to navigate Databricks Workspace is through the left side menu. So let's explore that next. The left side workspace menu is the most critical part of the user interface, giving access to different functionalities within the Databricks platform. It is your main navigation panel. It is categorized into sections for easy access to key features. If it is collapsed, you can expand it by clicking the menu icon at the top left corner of the screen. Keeping it expanded allows for easier navigation. The workspace options. We'll start with the new option. When you select the new option, you will get options to add or upload your data to the Databricks workspace. You can create a new notebook or an SQL query. You can also create a dashboard or access the Genie space. You also have options for jobs, DLT pipelines, alerts, experiments, model, apps, and more. We will briefly discuss about some of these features in this demo. Now, let's go to the workspace option. The workspace option takes you to the workspace section, which is where you manage and organize all your code, files, and projects. Inside the workspace section, you will find a home directory, which is a personal space where each user can create and store notebooks, queries, dashboards, and files. Then we have the workspace folder. This folder contains shared resources and directories, making it easy for teams to collaborate. Some of its major components include repos. This section allows you to connect your workspace with source control platforms like GitHub, GitHub Enterprise, and Azure DevOps. You can version control your notebooks, commit changes, and collaborate efficiently. The next is shared. Shared is a directory where team members can collaborate by sharing notebooks and other assets. Next, we have users. This folder contains individual home directories for all workspace users. Next, after the workspace folder, we have favorites, which provides quick access to your bookmarked files and folders. Then we have trash, a place for deleted items, allowing recovery before permanent removal. Your home directory within the workspace section is where you can create and manage various resources, such as folders, notebooks, files, queries, alerts, dashboards, and machine learning flow experiments. Next, let's move to the next option. The Recents option takes you to a Recents page, which displays a list of recently accessed notebooks, dashboards, and other resources. Next, we have Catalog. The Catalog option takes you to the Catalog Explorer page, which is a centralized place for organizing and managing data assets. This is where you will find databases, tables, views, and functions. It enables you to explore metadata, apply access controls, and enforce governance policies for your data. The next option is Workflows. The Workflows section is where you create and manage automated jobs and workflows. You can create workflows that schedule and orchestrate tasks such as ETL pipelines. It also includes job runs, where you can monitor past execution, and you have the pipelines tab where you can access your Delta Life tables, which is Databricks Declarative ETL framework for building and managing data pipelines. Next, we have the compute option. The compute section allows you to create and manage clusters to run Spark workloads. You can create all purpose clusters, job clusters, and SQL warehouses. Clusters can be managed directly within Databricks without needing to provision infrastructure separately in your cloud provider. You can also configure cluster pools and cluster policies for optimized resource usage. Next, we have Marketplace. Databricks integrates with third party vendors via Marketplace. Marketplace is where organizations can buy or access free datasets to enhance their analytics. Next, we have the SQL section. The SQL section provides tools for running SQL queries, analyzing data, and visualizing insights. It has few components, starting with SQL Editor. The SQL Editor allows you to write, execute, and optimize SQL queries with Databricks. Next, we have queries. This section stores and manages your saved queries for easy access and reuse. Next, we have dashboards. Dashboards enable you to create interactive visualizations and reports based on query results. Next, we have Genie. Genie is an AI powered assistant that allows you to ask data related questions and receive instant insight. Next, we have alerts. You can set up alerts to notify you when specific query conditions are met, helping you stay informed. Next, we have query history. The query history section provides a record of previously executed queries for reference and auditing. Next, we have SQL warehouses. SQL warehouses offer scalable compute resources for running SQL workloads efficiently. The next component is data engineering section. The data engineering section focuses on automating data workflows, ingestion, and transformation. The components in data engineering are job runs. The job run section helps you to monitor and manage the execution of scheduled jobs within Databricks. The next one is data ingestion. This provides multiple options to ingest data from cloud storage, databases, and partner tools. Then we have pipelines. Pipelines allow you to build and manage ETL workflows using Delta Live tables for automated data processing. Finally, we have machine learning section. The machine learning section provides essential tools for building, managing, and deploying machine learning models. The first component of this section is Playground. The Playground offers an interactive environment for experimenting with machine learning models and data. Next, we have Experiments. In the Experiments section, you can track model training runs, compare performance, and fine tune hyperparameters. Then we have Features. The Features section provides a centralized repository for managing and reusing machine learning features across projects. Then we have Models. This section allows you to register, version, and manage trained models for easy deployment and governance. Finally, we have Serving. The Serving section enables real time and batch mode deployment, making it easy to integrate machine learning models into production. These are a few of the components available in the Databricks workspace. Now let's go back to the home page of Workspace. In order to do that, just select the Databricks icon at the top left corner of your screen. Now that you are inside the Databricks workspace, let's create and execute our first notebook. Navigate to the workspace sidebar and then select the new option. Now in the new option, select Notebook. This will create a new notebook for you in the Databricks workspace. You can go to the file browser option within the notebook on the left panel and see the path of this notebook. It's created inside your users folder. Now, let's start by renaming the notebook. You can either click on the kebab menu next to the notebook name, or you can directly click on the name of the notebook at the top and rename it. Let's name this notebook as Demo. Now, just click outside the text box. Our notebook is now renamed to Demo. You will notice that next to the notebook name, there is a drop down menu where you can select between different languages. This is the default language for your notebook. You can either set it to Python, SQL, Scala, or R. Based on your selection, whenever you create a new cell in the notebook, it will be created for that language. However, you do have an option to change the language of the cell. You can do that by selecting this Python box in the cell, and you can change your default language for that specific cell. For example, I can change it to SQL. Now, my first cell represents Python, but my second cell represents SQL. I can run both queries in this notebook. The main point that you need to notice is, apart from your default language, if your cell has any other language, you need to specify an identifier in the beginning of the cell. Now, this cell has few options, starting with the language of the cell, then the option to delete the cell, followed by the toggle assistant to get your AI into the notebook. Then we have the focus mode where you can expand your cell and focus on the code, and a kebab menu where you can go and select various options relevant for your cell. In this notebook, we have different types of cells, starting with a markdown cell where you can type some text values. When you run this cell, you will get the output in markdown. Next, we have execution toolbar on the top left corner of your notebook, just below the name of this notebook. In the execution toolbar, it includes buttons for running cells, stopping execution, and accessing settings. Then we have some other features at the top right corner of the notebook, starting with a run all button to run the entire cell in one go. Then a cluster attachment button. This allows you to attach a compute resource for execution. Then we have a schedule button and a share button. To execute any code in your notebook, you must be attached to a Databricks cluster. We will use a serverless cluster for quick execution. To attach a serverless cluster to your notebook, go to the Connect option at the top and select Serverless. Wait for the connection to complete. Once the cluster is running, your notebook is ready to execute commands. Now, Databricks notebooks support two main cell types. One is a markdown cell and other one is a code cell. In code cell, you can select different languages to run in the notebook. Databricks also includes an AI-powered coding assistant, Ginny, which helps generate and refine codes. Let's use this to generate a simple hello world script in Python. Select the SQL option in your cell and change it to Python. Now, select the toggle assistant in the cell. In the toggle assistant, you will get a section to write your query. Ask Genie to generate a code. Now, select the generate button. Genie will suggest you a Python code for the query. Now select the accept button or reject button based on your requirement. Let's go ahead with the accept button. Now, Genie has provided us a Python code. Let us run this code. Select the run icon at the top left corner of the cell. Our code has executed successfully and we have received the output. Congratulations, you have successfully used Genie AI Assistant to generate and execute your first Python command. Similarly, you can do the same for other languages, or you can type your own code based on your use case. Now let's go back to our home page. Select the Databricks icon in the top left corner in your workspace. Now if we go to the recents, it will show us the notebook that we have recently accessed. With this, we have understood the basics of the Databricks workspace. Now that you are familiar with navigating the Databricks workspace, let's go over how to log out of your account and then log back in when needed. To log out of your account, you need to click on the user icon in the top right corner of your workspace and then select Log Out. You will get a confirmation dialog box to confirm your action. Select the Logout button to confirm. Once you log out, you will be redirected to the login page of Databricks. To re-log into Databricks, always go to login.databricks.com. This is your login portal of Databricks. You can use your registered email and password to sign in. If in case you are signed up with a Google or Microsoft account, click the respective login options. Once you log in, you will be redirected to your Databricks workspace homepage, where you can continue your work. By following these steps, you can securely log in and out of Databricks whenever needed. And that concludes our walkthrough of Databricks Workspace UI. In this demo, we registered for Databricks Express, explored the Databricks workspace, and navigated its key components, including